Hey guys, so this is part 2 to my Q&A for the reborns. I'm going to restate the questions that I did in my last video, and I'm going to say their names. If I can't pronounce their names, then I'm going to spell it for them. Okay, so the first question comes from Annie. And Annie Westmoreland, said, do you ever get nervous taking them out? Okay. So do I ever get nervous taking out Connor or Winter? Well, currently I haven't taken Winter out because I really haven't gone anywhere where I would be able to take her out. But I had, when I went to Yuma to visit my grandma for a week, I took Connor with me and we took him out to like Section 8, the indoor swap meet, Walmart, and places like that. And you know, I remember just having so much fun taking him out. And then down here in Tucson, where I currently live, I took him to the 99-cent store. It's about the only place I've been able to take him and stuff. And so I have taken him out. And you know, in the beginning I did get nervous taking him out, thinking, what are people gonna say? What are people gonna think? You know, what are people gonna do? You know, but I learned that people are gonna judge you no matter what. So I got over that nerves after a while. The next question comes from Kim D. BATCHELOR. Can you change the color of the reborn's eyes? No, I cannot change them unless I was to have somebody rebirth Connor or Winter so they could physically change their eye to either like my blue eye color or like green or something like that. So no. The next question comes from TYSHAWNA Nichols. That person writes, when you take Connor or Winter out in public, what are the reactions you get when taking them out in public? Okay, so the first time I ever took Connor out, like actually out in public instead of just in the car for a car ride, me and my grandma went to Section 8. So we went to Section 8 because my grandma had to pay rent and stuff. And the girls and her family that were sitting down there, the daughter knew it was fake, but the mom didn't. And when she found out it was fake, you know, she held Connor. And she just thought that they were so interesting and so cool. And she was like, hey, I gotta get myself one, you know, so I can give it to my granddaughter, you know, and blah, blah, blah. You know, and like a lot of people probably did judge me, did talk to like, did you see that girl? You know, whisper, you know. But I learned that if this makes me happy, then I'm gonna do what makes me happy, you know. And a lot of people were like, oh, that's so interesting, that's so cool, you know, and whatnot and stuff. Sorry, that's probably my cat. Hold on. Sorry, that was my cat. You know, and I learned that people are gonna judge you no matter what you do. People will judge you for liking Pokemon. People will judge you for not liking the original Teen Titans Go. So you gotta learn to be able to handle that rejection and the people saying the mean comments and the rude things. Okay, here are some questions. The next question says, how does my family feel about them? My dad, you know, has accepted me having them, but he still thinks it's weird and kind of awkward and stuff. My grandma, oh, she's in love with them. She bought Connor a diaper bag, a baby blanket, and a bunch of outfits and stuff. So like, she really loves them. She doesn't think that there's anything wrong having them and stuff, and that's what I love about it. And she's so excited to meet Winter on the 10th of March when I move in with her. And then I also have my other dollies that aren't reborns, Blake and Skylar and stuff. So I'm really excited for her to be able to meet Blake and Skylar and Winter and be able to interact with them as her great grandkids, you know. Next question is, how old is Connor and Winter? Connor is about the size of a 3-month-old baby because he goes from 0 to 3 months. Winter is about a year and a half old. So she's almost 2 years old, but not quite. And she fits between a size 1 and 2-year-old. The next question says, what made you pick their names? Well, when I was looking at Connor, I could not think of his name when I was looking at the boy. And so I texted my best friend saying, hey, do you might have a name for him? And he said, Hans. And I was like, why Hans? He's like, because Han Solo. And I was like, no. Alex? No. Then I remember I was watching this guy on QnA named Connor. And I was like, Connor. And I would say it slow, and I'd look at him, and I'm like, every time I say it, I just picture your face, little boy. And that's how Connor came. I was thinking for the longest time, and I had a bunch of names for my new girl, and then I was like, Winter. Now, Winter, I've grown on, like, so much. I've grown on that name. Her name is Winter. Her middle name is Snow. Winter Snow. And stuff, and so I really do love her name, but you never know, it could change. The next question says, do you have any tips for new reborn mommies and daddies? So my tips for reborn mommies and daddies, for people who are new to the new lifestyle, is you gotta learn that these are your kids. These are the things you're gonna wake up to every morning. They're the things you're gonna love to death. Don't be afraid to take out your reborns. Don't be afraid to show them to the world. Yeah, you're gonna be judged. Yeah, you're gonna be made fun of. But this is something that you enjoy. And there are gonna be people in your life who are gonna love it and be like, this is amazing, fantastic. Like, I'll give you a story. When I was living in Phoenix in the condos and I had my best friend Beth, I was telling her about reborns, and she told me about how much she really wanted a reborn but could never afford it. Well, she ended up having a kid, but she was so like, I totally support you on that. And I love that I had a friend who supported me. Fast forward to 2017. My Nana Marie, she loves the reborns. She thinks they're cute and adorable and fantastic. And I love that she supports me in this and that she doesn't judge me for it. And that she's always there for me on that, you know. And so you want to give the positive people in your life who will accept you for having your reborns. And I just say that if you're gonna, when you buy a kid, look at them, look at the artist, look at all the other reborns they've made, and make sure that it's a reasonable price and that you think it's actually worth the money, and that it's not like you're gonna get a ripoff, you know. And that if you do have a Facebook page, that join the reborn pages where like it's a community of reborn mommies and daddies, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, and stuff. We all come together to support each other. And while you're at it, you should also join on Facebook those reborn scam pages, which is people warning you, do not buy from this person, do not sell to this person, do not trade with this person. Like, they warn you not to do anything with this person, because either they're going to rip you off or they're just going to take your reborn and buy it from you and then try to sell it for more money. So I started joining the scam reborn pages and whatnot and stuff, and so I started doing that, and I got really, like, you know, I really enjoyed that, you know. It really fulfilled my life, you know, made me feel better knowing that I can do that. And so when someone else does it, I could say, hey, watch out, you know, there's these scammers. And so I could give information. And that I love that me being the reborn mommy to Blake, Skylar, Connor, and Winter, that when there are people who are considering becoming a reborn mommy, that I can give them all the information and tips that they will need to be able to be successful in being a reborn mommy or a reborn daddy. Well, I think I'm going to end my video here. Do leave in the comments below of any other videos you want to see with Connor or Skylar, and I hope that you guys like this. Oh, and my goal is to get 100 subscribers before I leave. So get 100 subscribers before March 9th. Well, I love you guys, and this is Reborn Mommy signing off.